Now you might ask, is this a bear trap? Will the uptrend persist for longer? Well, there are a few technical points we can use to guide ourselves in this market. We see that many stocks and the main indices are trying to react, but in my humble opinion, there are still a few things to go before we can say that this is a real amazing phenomenal recovery, alright? So let's see what's going on over here in this video. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan, trader, founder of the 5% project, helping traders to become consistently profitable in this market. There you have access to my own exclusive trading methodology and trading strategies on many stocks. So join our Telegram channel right now. You have 7 days free. So see if you have what it takes to join the top 5% of traders. Now, back to our dear market over here, we see that SPY is making an interesting reaction, alright? Last Friday, we saw a classic Harami candlestick pattern, which according to Bukowski studies, it is not that reliable. It only reverses the trend roughly 52 or 54% of the time, I don't recall correctly, but it is not that reliable. It is almost random. However, this pattern appeared right above the 21 EMA, the exponential moving average on the daily chart. So the odds here increase, the odds increases slightly in the bull's favor over here. But guys, last Thursday, we saw this massive bearish candlestick pattern. If you ask me, I'm not gonna be convinced of any bullish reaction as long as we don't reject this bearish candlestick pattern over here, alright? So yes, this could be a bottom signal, alright? There is still hope for the indices and for the other stocks to reverse the short-term bearish sentiment, but right now, if you ask me, we have yet to reject this candlestick over here in order to resume the bullish sentiment again. And what's the problem? Well, the problem is that this candlestick's high is right under the all-time high over here. So that's a quite complicated situation, but either way, if you want to see SPY actually recovering, right now it is a little bit too soon to tell, in my humble opinion. We gotta see the rejection of this candlestick over here first, but all that I know is that if SPY by any means loses this candlestick's low over here, meaning if SPY triggers this bearish candlestick pattern over here, we are going to materialize a sharper pullback, because if we look at the weekly chart, we saw a bearish candlestick pattern last week. By losing last week's low, we're gonna trigger a top signal. Now you may say, Nathan, could this be a hanging man candlestick pattern? Yes, it could, but a hanging man pattern, more often than not, I believe 61% of the time, acts as a bullish continuation pattern according to Bukowski's studies. So this is technically speaking a bullish pattern over here. Now, if you say, Nathan, this candlestick is engulfing last week's engulfing, so could this be a bearish engulfing? Yes, it could. Either way, in order to trigger this pattern, we gotta lose this week's low over here, last week's low over here. I'm so sorry. So far, we are not triggering any bearish chart structure yet, but we have yet to reject this bearish candlestick pattern over here. So right now, it feels like we are in a no man's land. Everything could happen, but as long as we pay attention to these key points over here, I believe everything will be fine. Now, QQQ shares a similar situation, alright? We gotta reject last Thursday's candlestick high in order to reject this bearish reaction. Now, as long as we stay under last Thursday's high, well, no bullish reaction will materialize. It is too soon to tell if this is a bottom signal or not. Yes, this could be a Harami candlestick pattern as well. Yes, it could. But since I'm a little bit skeptical over here, I rather prefer to see the complete rejection of this massive bearish candlestick pattern before saying, guys, now we're gonna recover, now we're gonna fly, all right? I'm not gonna say that right now. I prefer to see a crystal clear breakout. On the other hand, if we lose the 434, if we lose last Thursday's low over here, we're gonna materialize a sharper correction on the weekly chart as well, probably because we're gonna lose the support level of this congestion, because QQQ has been inside a congestion for more than 1 month right now. Since February 22 over here, we have been moving sideways between the all-time high resistance area and the 434 support level. Only by losing the 434, I see tech stocks having a nice, decent pullback on the weekly chart as well, just like QQQ. In this case, I believe that QQQ could easily correct to its next technical support level, the 21 EMA on the weekly chart. Right now, just like SPY, I see QQQ inside between its support and resistance levels inside in a no man's land, all right? So it is too soon to tell, but we gotta watch out for the breakout of either this candle's high or low. So let's pay attention to these key points on SPY and QQQ. Now, our dear Magnificent 7 stocks. We see Microsoft still very bullish, all right? We see a very nice bullish candlestick pattern last week. Microsoft isn't triggering this bullish reaction yet, but if it does, well, that's gonna be a very nice bottom signal right above the 21 EMA. Microsoft is still very bullish. Apple and Tesla, these stocks are incredibly bearish, right? They can't react properly. Apple is still below the 21 EMA. It is not at its technical support level yet at 167. But guys, if we want to see Apple recovering and seeking new record highs, we gotta see a very meaningful bullish reaction over here as soon as possible, because we are very close to a critical support level. Below the support level at 167, there is the 157, and that's gonna be quite problematic for Apple. So right now, since we are above this critical support level, would be the perfect time to see a reaction. That would be a perfect buy on Apple. However, we gotta see a meaningful bullish bottom signal first, just like Tesla, which we're gonna talk about in a few minutes. Right now, Nvidia is looking very weak. It is making a pullback over here. It is not an intense pullback. It is not that strong, but it is correcting. We are struggling right around the 21 EMA on the daily chart over here. We don't see any meaningful bottom signal, but we don't see any meaningful bearish chart structure getting triggered as well. So far so good. Nvidia is still under control. If you ask me, Nathan, what could possibly reverse Nvidia's bullish trend over here? If we lose 841, this red line over here, then I believe we're gonna see a sharper correction on the weekly chart back to its 21 EMA at least. All right, that would be our first technical support level. So see, stocks are not that problematic. It feels like only Apple and Tesla are very bearish. Amazon is exploding. It is going up nicely. We don't see any meaningful top signal. We are far from our support levels. Very bullish. Google is also very bullish. We barely retested the 21 EMA on the daily chart over here, and right now we are going up again. So Google, Amazon, Microsoft, these stocks are still very bullish. Meta is also very bullish. However, it is trying to make a top signal over here today, right around the previous top level. So that's a problematic situation for Meta. However, since it is still very bullish, any pullback to the 21 EMA or maybe to the 485 would be just another harmless pullback before another bullish continuation chart structure to materialize, because this is a crystal clear bull trend. Now, Tesla is very bearish. It is making an incredible reaction today. Very bullish, going up more than 5%. Yes, I know it is looking very good. This could be a bottom signal. All right, there's a name for this pattern: above the stomach candlestick pattern. That's the name of this bullish reaction. What's the problem? The problem is that Tesla made similar bullish reactions before, and it failed completely. See, bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. It failed completely. A hammer candlestick pattern above the 21 EMA over here. It failed completely. A piercing line candlestick pattern over here, right above the previous support level. It failed completely. So Tesla has been frustrating its bullish attempts over here. So if you ask me, Nathan, do you think Tesla is going to recover from here? Well, there is little technical evidence suggesting that, all right? I'm not gonna say none. There is no bottom signal. No, there is. Clearly there is. But just like on SPY and the QQQ, I rather prefer to see a stronger, better reaction in order to believe that now Tesla is going to recover. Now Tesla is going to fly, all right? I prefer to see a stronger reaction, especially because Tesla is still below critical resistance levels, namely the 21 EMA on the daily chart and the 175. As long as we stay below these key points, well, it is going to be very difficult for Tesla to actually recover. What's more, we still see the ghost of this possible head and shoulders chart pattern with us. So if we see any bearish reaction over here, we could materialize a quite sharp bearish chart structure suggesting further bearish continuation. So we gotta watch out for these key points, and we gotta watch out for these resistance levels over here on the daily chart. Of course, I'm gonna keep you guys updated every single day on this. Therefore, consider subscribing this channel if you are new around here, and click the like button to support me as well. Thank you very much for your audience, for your support, my dear friends. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow.